I'm going to have to assume that you know what Minecraft is. If you don't, I have no idea how you don't. It's sold 300 million copies. That's a good chunk of the world population. Also going to have to assume that you know what Hypixel and Bedwars are. Hypixel being the biggest Minecraft server. Bedwars being probably their most well-known game mode, considering it has a rip-off on Roblox called Bedwars as well, because we all know that Roblox just rips off Minecraft most of the time, don't we? Won't be a Minecraft video without unnecessary Roblox slander, wouldn't it? Anyway, um, but yeah, that's what those are. Just before I begin, but in Bed Wars, you need to know how to defend your bed. If you don't know how to defend your bed, I'm gonna be brutally honest here. You're gonna lose the entire game immediately if you don't know how to defend your bed. Just saying. But see, all right, you need to know the most valuable blocks, the best way to defend your bed, and also some other skills that might also come into play when defending your bed, but you won't need these all the time. But I'm going to start off with the most valuable blocks, which are wool and endstone. Endstone, much less, but wool definitely is the most valuable block not Skyblock, Bed Wars. I'm playing too much Skyblock lately, haven't I? Just because it's the easiest to get, it's the most common item, it's easy to replace if it gets destroyed because you can literally just spam click everywhere and you'll get it all over the place and you'll be fine. You can also just block off entire areas and bridge. Bridging is not pivotal to defense, but honestly it depends if you want to get like better items to defend yourself with. But see, here's the problem. You probably don't know how important wool is. So I'm just gonna list off a few things here. It's cheap, it's accessible, anybody can use it. You can always ask for your teammates for some. You know they have some on them. You know for a fact that it will defend your bed for at least a couple hits. Maybe not being bombed by the other teams with fire charges, but definitely a couple hits by the fire charges. Like in this game, we're gonna get hit by fire charges a lot. Definitely take note of that. Are you taking notes yet? Are you taking notes yet? You need to be taking notes on this. I'm not even kidding. Take notes if you like Bed Wars and you like to get the game. Take notes on defense because that's like the most important part of the game right after attacking. Okay, so also another very valuable, not really block, but just thing to have is the water buckets. They're a bit more expensive, being 3 gold, but they will save you in a pinch. Well, not even just a pinch, but just getting shot at with the fire charges. Fire charges are a big problem in this game. I don't know why they decided that would be a good thing to add, but I guess because Skywars had them and people used them enough that it would be kind of weird to not have them. But yeah, you definitely need water because it will block any explosion. And overall, it goes everywhere. You don't need a billion of it. You can just grab like 3 of it and make sure it goes over your bed and you'll be fine. Also, water can slow down enemies if they like walk into it, for example. So if your entire bed is covered in it and it's covering your island too, you'll be fine. You can slow them down enough. Alright, so on to the next bit. You definitely want to know the best like techniques for defending your bed. So definitely at the beginning, cover up your bed completely with wool. You can upgrade the inside part of it later, and then just keep covering it up with wool over the course of the game. Make sure that you get water on it at some point, but also there's a very important thing. Water, you need to have a lot in the corners and the front. Corners in the front are the most important part of your bed because that's where everybody can get to it. On 4v4 v4 at least 4v4 v4 v4. All right, I got it right. Maybe not so much on 1v1 v1 and so on, but definitely on the 4 teams with 4 people on them because I'm not saying 4v4 v4 and whatever. But definitely, you need to definitely know how to bridge. Not to another enemy's island, but to better islands to grab, well, not better islands, but the islands with the better resources on them. Because if you have those, you can get a lot more, and I mean a lot more items that can be, I guess, a bit more beneficial to you, such as endstone, obsidian, stuff like that, and traps. I forgot to mention that traps. Traps are super important. They let you. There's ones that let you know when the enemy gets over here. Which, I mean, to be fair, all of them do that. But then there's some that also get the mind fatigue, which is amazing, amazing. Just, they can't even mine through you. There's also some buffs that you can get from. They're technically called traps, but they're also just buffs sometimes, such as like better armor, regeneration on your base. Regeneration on your base is amazing. Last thing though, just a couple quick skills you need to know before I leave. Definitely know how to at least fight a bit before going into Bedwars. That's it, really. Just you can even just spam click. By the way, I hope you enjoyed learning how to defend in Bedwars if you didn't already, and I will see you sometime in the future. Subscribe.